Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Aloha Virgo, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you. Let's get that more in frame. With your spiritual messages for February 2022. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Venus signs. Beautiful. So before we get started, let me just say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. I'm hoping to expand to in the thousands here in the next few months. So please, if it resonates with you, do share the videos. That helps me immensely so I can bring free content to you. As well as I have just opened up a soul sessions offering. This is really, really fun. I've partnered with my beloved friend and artist who made my mural back here. I'm so excited about this. So the soul sessions are going to be a one-to-one reading with me, with you personally. And what we'll do is we'll look at your soul, your purpose, who you are as a being, where your star seed, where you're seeded from galactically, and really get you in touch with your roots and in alignment to your purpose. And then I'll give some information, colors, and other things to him to make a beautiful fluid art piece for you of your soul's blueprint. And so you'll be able to look at that and convene with it and commune with your own soul in a visual form, and have that in your home as a treasured item. So if you would like one of those sessions, just email me. The information is down below, but my email is thewhisperingdragonfly@gmail.com. Okay, so let's get started, Virgo. Let's take a little bit of Hawaiian sea salt. Okay, that clears the energy and gives you your minerals. Remember, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, so we'll look over your general energies. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest. It's always good to look at your moon and Venus signs as well. That'll give you a stronger picture of what your month is going to be like. Okay, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So we're coming out of Venus retrograde on the 29th of January. Venus then goes direct and goes conjunct with Mars, its lover. So this is a really fun pairing that's happening. So Venus and Mars together are typically only together for 2 weeks out of a year. This particular meetup is for 2.5 months. So this is beautiful energy of partnership, how we partner with the other. This is divine partnerships coming together. This is your business partnerships, how you relate to your family, how you relate to yourself. All of this is coming into harmonious action after we've had 6 weeks of reflection on what we would like in our relationships. Mercury will be retrograde for the first week and a half or so of February, but after that it'll station direct. So we just be careful with our communications and go from there. So Kuan Yin wants to be your guardian, okay, for this month. The overall energy is care and compassion. It says, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. The beautiful thing about Kuan Yin is that this particular ascended master or goddess decided that she would stay in human form through care and compassion until humanity was healed. So she'll show up in many different forms. Okay, so this is a goddess who was very much not just thinking about herself, but thinking about humanity as a whole, and chose for a time to be in the role of compassion. And compassion is incomplete if it doesn't include yourself. And Virgo, you guys do a lot for other people. You're very reverent in your energies in general, just by being a Virgo. You have the detail orientation. You're quite compassionate with others, though you like things to be a certain way. Virgo, you guys are surprisingly more compassionate than people may even realize, because you're so on top of your game in business and you're really able to be grounded, that I don't think people really realize how much you do for others. And at this time, it's saying, you know, as much as you're doing for others, also do that for yourself. Give yourself the love that you've been looking for. Give yourself the care and compassion, especially here in February. If you've been attracted to Kuan Yin's energy, this will be a really good time to meditate with her. I have like a figurine that I love that was gifted to me of Kuan Yin, and I still meditate with that figurine. So if you happen to have that, one of her signals or signs is the cherry blossom tree. So, you know, if you have cherry blossoms around or can look at a picture, that's going to get you more in tune. And where to have the care and compassion is showing up in the sign of Aquarius. So this is very much showing up in the area of humanitarianism, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imagining. So we have just entered into the age of Aquarius. So we are at the beginning of this pendulum swing back into the matriarchy, back into things coming about from a feminine perspective. Whether you be male or female matters not. It's more of a yin energy. It's more of an energy of receiving, magnetism, attraction. And Aquarians live 50 years in the future. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, Virgo, I would highly recommend, you know, looking at the Aquarius reading when as well. But this is saying take the approach of the Aquarians. They live 50 years in the future. They bring back the technology, the physical technology, as well as technologies of the heart and healing. So this may be a time in February where you have an expanded focus, Virgo. I feel like you've been going through a lot of spiritual reckoning the last few years, Virgo. I feel like you, at least the few years that I've been reading, you've been going through a change spiritually in a massive way. So a lot of your day-to-day life situations have been up for you to handle. So it's been more of a focused view on self, and always include yourself in your program, okay? Because that's the only thing that's really there. Okay, everything else is a reflection. That being said, I feel like February, you're about to expand your vision. You're about to expand your vision to more of a humanitarian way. And that's actually going to help you get back to yourself in many ways. It's going to provide the balance that you've been asking for. Okay, right at the beginning of February and what you've been kind of working on, you are going to see an influx of new energy. We have Ace of Pentacles and Heart of Cups, okay? Heart of Cups is card of Cancer. And I think that is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so in this particular instance, you have been working on, Virgo, having new energy. Some of you may have gotten a new job or a new way of doing your business if you're an entrepreneur. You're at the beginning. In the realm of spirit, we are always at the beginning. So here at the start of February, it feels like your energy is rather brand new, regardless of your age or position in life. It feels like you are having new ideas and new energy that influxes, not just for career, but for what you want out of your relationships. It has to be heartfelt now. And I feel like you've been going through a bit of a healing. We have the Star card, which is the card of Aquarius. So you've been going through a bit of a healing process in the last several months. I do feel like, Virgo, you have used this Venus retrograde well. Those of you who are watching this video, it feels like your energy feels really good. It feels like you have taken the time to reflect. You've taken the time to decide what you want to do with the new energy and new money that's coming in. You've decided what you want to do with your heart, how you want to be. You've been nurturing yourself and nurturing others. And this month of February is the continuation of that compassion. The star speaks of healing, but it also speaks of a wish that's granted. And Spirit's asking you in February to dream a little bigger. I feel like you have been starting your dream, but with this double Aquarian influence that's showing up in your reading, this is saying dream bigger and for longer period of time. Okay, so what you're about to bring to the earth is going to be something that has legacy to it, Virgo. So your ideas really do matter. I'm seeing multiple different things. Some of them are in the environmental field. Some of them are in helping others. I'm seeing children. I'm seeing, helping people physically. Some of you may be working with addicts. So what you're bringing to the world, the influence that you have been under in this spiritual revelation that you've had over the last few months, the inward motion of the hermit, which is you, Virgo, has caused you to have some really beautiful ideas. So Spirit is asking you to dream bigger. So if you think that it's impossible, the word says, I'm possible. So whatever it is that you're dreaming of, they want you to dream a step bigger. Go farther out, okay? In your dreaming, okay, how does it affect me? How does it affect my family and the ecology of those around me? And how does it affect humanity, okay? If at least two people can be influenced positively by your idea, then it is a go, okay? So it doesn't have to mean that you are dreaming and thinking, oh gosh, this is going to affect the whole world. If it affects positively just two people, it will affect the whole world. It ripples out from there. But many of you, your ideas actually, I'm having an itch here on my left eye. Many of your ideas will literally impact the world in a positive way. So any of your intuitive ideas at this time, as you're caring for yourself, I feel like some of you might find a way for like healing properties, because they're showing me some sort of, this is definitely not going to be for everyone, but they're showing me like, they're having me rub my left hand, and they're showing me like some sort of balm or salve that you've made like on your own that has really healing properties, and it'll be useful for more than just you and your family. So it's almost like you've come upon a recipe, like an ancient way of healing self, but a recipe that really works, because it feels really good on my skin, that like what I'm feeling on this. It's like really perfect. It's not too greasy. It's good. It feels good on the skin. So that is definitely not going to be for everyone, but for those of you who have had that particular business idea or aha, it's a good one. Okay, moving forward into February, we have 10 of Pentacles. There is a huge influx of resources coming in. There's going to be a lot of happiness as you're showing your care and compassion. I do feel like that many of you will also be coming out of hermit mode and getting more into the community. And you're a little bit torn about that because we have the Hanged Man, okay? So some of you have felt like your energy's been a little bit stuck, or there's been delays on the things that you've wanted to do. I feel like anything with a delay that has to do with business, once Mercury stations direct towards the then you'll see movement. So towards the end of February, like mid-February to the end, beginning of March, I keep feeling this huge influx of energy collectively. And so, this is a time to just take a new perspective where you've maybe been in your comfort zone. of caring for yourself, but being in your own intimate or solitary bubble. Now it's going to be a time to get out and be a little more social, to network a little bit more. And the right opportunities will present themselves to you in the month of February because we have justice here. This is beautiful. This is a Libra influence. So we have Libra, we have Pisces, Aquarius, and then Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is present. Strong Aquarian influence. So this justice here means that a balancing out is occurring. So by the end of February, you're going to be really in balance, because sometimes we have to pull away from society, really go introspective, so that when it's time, we have the energy to bring our ideas to the community, to the tribe, okay? And at this time, it feels like where it was maybe a little out of balance in the sense of being really introverted for a time, Virgo, now you're going to come into balance through what you have gathered. Those seeds that you have planted are now going to start blooming. For some of you that have had actual legal issues, this feels like you're going to get the justice that you deserve. So it feels like that legal wise, things are really in your favor at this time. Okay, so this looks good for business and it looks good for relationships. It's basically like you're going to be seen again. Some of you with this star energy, you know, have care and compassion for yourself, because I feel like you're going to be seen in the community. So your idea may have something to do with filming or doing a YouTube or actually physically being seen as a star, because that particular card does say can indicate fame or coming into being famous. So that won't be for everyone, but for those of you who have been looking to, you know, either have a social media following or oddly I'm feeling a lot of musicians here, so it's like singing or doing something where you would be in the spotlight speaking in front of people. It feels like more of that is coming in. So the native spirit guide here is the spirit of air. So again, more air here in your chart. Let me just do it this way. Okay, so it says clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You're being advised to see life from a higher perspective, clear out mental clutter, breathe, all is well. Do not be concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Communicate your truth. Take care of details, pay attention, and don't let things slip through the cracks. Take time to hear the truth of others. Spirit is whispering to you. Open your mind to see a situation in a new light. Okay, so we've got that with the Kuan Yin, the care and compassion, with the Aquarian influence. So it's definitely clarity is coming in for you, Virgo, where there may have been a little bit of mental fog, or feeling a bit of, with this hangman energy, feeling stuck or not quite inspired like you normally would be. This is so weird. Sorry, there like a little hair got on top of my cards here and it's not wanting to go away. So some of you might have just found a hair in your food. Okay. All right, so we have spirit of air there. So there's a lot of air influence. It feels like your mental capacity, you're finally about to have some clearing in that area, because like sometimes when we go through our spiritual upgrades, it can feel like we're in a mental fog or in a bit of a brain fog, and you're coming out of that, Virgo. I almost called you Aquarius because there's so much Aquarius in this reading, but it just feels like you're going with the flow of the energy, and it's a really positive flow. Okay, so what they are saying is get back out there. So if you want to make contacts for business, you've got to be seen. If you'd like to be in a love relationship, that's absolutely balancing out at this time, but you have to go where you can be seen to have a partner present themselves to you. Okay, only you will know what's best for you. Some of you that might be digitally, some of you that might be physically going out and about during your day. Are you present in the moment? When you go to the grocery store, are you on your phone, or are you present so that someone could approach you with opportunities for business or for romance, whatever opportunity you want. What Spirit's saying is be present with yourself in the moment, because then it's going to open some doors. I feel like you're going to meet some people to network with, and that are going to be significant people to your movie moving forward, but you're going to meet them in interesting ways. Okay, so be present this month. And we have Fortune's Wheel to close out your reading. Luck and right timing. Again, that's why I'm saying be present, because you have the Wheel of Fortune on your side, Virgo. So roll with it. This is no longer the seed stage. This is, we're in movement now, baby. So it's time to get a moving. And it looks really, really good. So Spirit's on your side with this one. Your mind's clearing of the clutter. Beautiful energy. Take good care and compassion of yourself, and think big, because you've got a lot to bring to the world. So thank you, Virgo. And until next time, aloha.